Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, this is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and I'm back again for another Amberlynn Reid reaction video. Now, I know I'm a little bit late on this, because honestly, truly, when you don't just cover solely Amberlynn Reid, sometimes other things come first. I had to do a memorial and resurrection of Chantal's second ban evading channel. I had to review my weekly episode of the 1,000 Pound Besties. I had to put up all the sound treatment in my little studio moment, which I'm hoping you can tell a difference that there's a little bit less echo now. We're still tweaking, so you know, whatever feedback you have about that, I guess I'll take it. Ultimately, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, but I'll take it. If you got feedback about the echo, I'll take it. And then also, I just found the box that had a bunch of my little like knickknacks and figurines. So I put some more stuff on the shelf. It's slowly filling up. That's just my Wi-Fi router right there. But it's slowly filling up. I even got a plant now. Her name's Tabitha. I don't know what to do with plants. Hopefully Noel will help me keep it alive. But with all that being said, I did get actually several requests. I guess you could say this is highly requested. But I did get a lot of requests to do this mukbang video where apparently she talked to somebody from the FBI. I don't know. The mukbangs, you know, at this point, after years and years and years of watching Amberlynn Reid, like, the mukbangs are probably the hardest ones for me to watch. In fact, I haven't even watched the, like, didn't she do a pot sticker mukbang or something like that? I saw some people discussing it in various parts of the internet, and basically it sounds like she's saying her dietitian maybe did or didn't say that she's allowed to do mukbangs. I don't know, a lot to unpack there. I do know in the last video I did about Amberlynn, a lot of people were saying that, like, the advice that her dietitian was giving her, or the dietitian she was working with was giving her, was what is actually, like, often recommended to people with eating disorders, not necessarily for people who are just, like, actively trying to lose weight. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know anything about that because I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a mental health professional, so that's why I don't have a lot to say about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I just hope that she's following all the advice and that she gets better. But I am curious about this FBI call. I want to be in touch with somebody from the FBI. I got a lot of questions. So if you're ready for this reaction moment, situation, type of deal, then let's get to. Okay, also, by the way, I know people are gonna be like, Zach, you're giving Joker vibes today, and it's like, okay, yeah, we live in a society, leave me alone! But also, it is interesting that she's bringing back so many mukbangs, and, well, so many, she's posted 2 in a row, so maybe not so many, but that she's posting mukbangs again. And this video was posted on the 21st. I'm recording it on the 23rd. She's only got 46,000 views. A mukbang back in the day for Amberlynn Reid used to get her so many views. And I'm not, listen, an Amberlynn video for me back in the day used to get me so many views. So I'm not shading her on it. I'm just observing and stating a fact. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm just observing and stating a fact, because, listen, 46,000 views is great for me. I'm happy to have it. I'm sure she's happy as well, maybe. I hope. I mean, most YouTubers would be thrilled with 46,000 views, like smaller YouTubers, so it's nothing to scoff at, but let's get to for real this time.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video.
Hey.
Okay, so today we have a mukbang.
Ooh, the mukbang!
Story time for you guys, which I am so excited for. It's actually like really random and weird.
I'm so excited for it.
Today,
okay.
And what we are eating today is Singapore rice noodle, which is so freaking delicious.
See, you know what's not fair? I was like, listen, not to like also call myself out, but I wasn't sure how to say the name of the dish in the title of this mukbang video, so I just didn't say it at all, to be honest with you. But she doesn't either. That's why she just called it a Singapore rice dish instead of the title and the name of it that she put in the YouTube title. I'm I'm annoyed, but not really. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but like, girl, I wanted to hear you say it out loud because I also don't know how to say it.
I want to eat on a plate, though.
You don't want to eat on a plate. You just want the food to look really big, girl. I know how you mukbangers do it because I've done it before too.
In Virginia, oh my god, this is so much. Holy. Okay, so in Virginia they called it
oh my gosh.
Singapore rice noodle where I got it, but here in Kentucky they call it Mayfun. So you know what? This is Singapore Mayfun. So
okay, all right. Oh, I stand corrected. She read it out loud. Okay, she read it out loud. I feel like she doesn't really know what that means, but she did read it out loud. So here we go.
You guys can find it at your Chinese restaurant. It's rice noodle. It's like a curry base. There's onion, shrimp, bell pepper, pork, just deliciousness. Oh yeah, and chicken. I'd much rather have it without the meat. I don't mind the meat too much, but I wouldn't say the meat is exactly my favorite. So let's dive in.
Girl, you could have probably gotten some kind of dish from the Chinese restaurant without the meat. Or could you have just requested it? I mean, I'm gonna guess there were probably some options. Girl, you wanted the meat. I saw your meat haul, which also, can we talk about that? She hauled a shit ton of groceries from the Trader Joe's. And she's out here eating all these mukbangs, ordering this takeout. Did your freezer get unplugged again, bestie? I'm worried. Where did all that food go?
So how are you guys doing?
I'm good. I'm doing great. It's been a good day so far.
Story time.
Yes, tell me about the FBI agent, bestie. I'm ready.
Wait, that bell pepper?
Girl, I don't care about the bell pepper!
So, being on YouTube comes with a fair share of disappointments. I mean, amongst amazing things as well.
Huh.
But something that I consider a disappointment is like...
Tell me more.
Telling people to off themselves or threatening to off someone.
Sure. I think the choice of words of calling that a disappointment is interesting. Like, yes, that it is disappointing that people do that. But that's not what I was expecting you to follow up with when you said, like, disappointments. Like, for me, a disappointment on YouTube is when I, like, put a lot of hard work into a video and it doesn't perform as well as I would like it to. You know what I'm saying? But no, I agree. That is a very not good thing that happens to some YouTubers on YouTube. I agree. And as I've always said, like, y'all that are going and saying this to Amberlynn, y'all are dumb. Like, why would you tell anybody to do that? That's so rude.
Last October or November, I was simply just skimming through the comment section of my YouTube.
And what?
I usually get a lot of people saying mean things to me. And none of it has ever, like, made me feel any sort of way.
None of it has ever, not to nitpick, but I don't believe that none of it has never. I feel like you probably have built up a skin, a thicker skin at this point. But literally once upon a time, you like literally quitted a 100-day quitted. You literally quitted. You quit a 100-day challenge because the comments were just too much for you. So to say you've never been impacted by the comments, and I think it's normal to be impacted by the comments. Like, I set a lot of boundaries for myself when it comes to comments in my YouTube section because it's just like, to some extent, like, it's not worth my own mental health, you know? So I get it. I'm not saying you shouldn't be, but I just, like, don't buy that you've never been impacted by them.
Nothing scares me. Nothing like that. It all just makes me feel, like, uncomfy.
Okay.
But there was one.
So you've never been bothered, but you have been uncomfy. Thank you for that clarification. Thanks for the clarification.
That I remember reading that kind of like was like, this is how all scary movies start. It was saying how they know where I live, they're gonna off me. They said they live nearby, like this whole thing. And I remember reading it and being like, excuse me? I actually took a screenshot of it. This is the only time I've ever done this. Like, actually been kind of, like, scared of a comment. Well, I as I'm taking screenshots and stuff and sending them, I remember I sent it to Becky, a couple other friends of mine. I was like, what is this? Like, what is this? So I guess some of you, so I want to say thank you, actually found that comment and was scared by it as well, because I get a message on Instagram from my ex's sister. And said, the FBI showed up for you. She sent me a picture of, like, the card that the FBI gave her. Your
ex's sister reached out to you on Instagram to let you know that the FBI came for you. What in the convolution? What in the convolution? What a convoluted ass story. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. The FBI also, listen, I'm not saying, because there's all kinds of times that people from the internet get involved in people on YouTube's real life. Like, it happens all the time to all kinds of YouTubers. I don't doubt that it's possible that somebody on the internet reached out to authorities because they were concerned about Amberlynn Reid's health and safety. Do I think it went all the way to the fucking FBI? You think there aren't police in the middle of nowhere, Kentucky, that don't have free time to come check in on Amberlynn Reid? That they couldn't find a single police officer in the middle of nowhere, Kentucky, to check in on Amberlynn, so they went all the way to the FBI to get Amberlynn checked on?
The FBI said, contact her because we need to talk to her. I was terrified.
Also, why would they go to Amberlynn's ex's, which I'm guessing is Becky in this case. I'm guessing it's Becky's ex. Becky is the ex. Why would they go to Becky's sister to try to find Amberlynn? Why? That doesn't make any... Why not... If anything, why not go to Becky? Like, why? And you're telling me the FBI doesn't know where Amberlynn Reid currently lives? Listen, I'm so close to pulling out this calculator, because this shit... This shit is very much not adding up for me.
I had a panic attack because I had to sit there and think of my life. I was like, literally, did I do something that I don't remember that I did? Like, honestly, I was so terrified. I was like, what is happening?
Okay.
I don't know why, but the FBI didn't know I lived here.
Right, that's the part I'm not getting. That's the part I'm not buying.
Obviously, immediately, I end up calling the number.
That's the part I'm not buying. They didn't know where you currently live, but they thought to go to the sister of a person you were never married to find you there. No, that shit doesn't make any sense to me. Why you always lying? Why the fuck you lying? I don't get it. I don't get it.
That is on the FBI guy's FBI card. I was so scared. Some woman picked up and she was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna call the FBI guy Frank.
Okay, Frank.
So Frank was like out of the office or something, and she was like, I can give him a call like on his personal cell phone to get like a hold of you.
Why did she do that really like annoying tone for this woman?
And in my head I was like, why does she want to like bother him on his personal phone instead of just like leaving him a message? Like, what did I do?
Girl, you're annoying. You probably were like, I need to talk to him immediately. Listen, I know how these things work with you, Amberlynn. I remember the time your dietitian blocked you because you wouldn't leave her the fuck alone. I'm sure this woman was like, yeah, let me, because you won't leave me alone, let me call his personal cell phone.
Oh, I was so scared. I was like, what is the promptness of this? Like, why do they want to talk to me this bad? So I said, thank you, yes, call him if you want, like, whatever. And I'm a very patient person, but like
Are
situations
you?
like this.
Are you?
I don't have patience.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Exactly. You probably annoyed the shit out of her, so she called him on his personal cell phone.
I need to know, like, what is happening. Just imagine the FBI trying to contact you guys. Like, it puts you in a headspace that you didn't even know, like, you had.
That's fair. I mean, that is fair. If an actual FBI agent was trying to contact me, I would probably be a little anxious about it. I probably would. Also, I don't know why I'm acting like this story is real. Like, I don't know why I'm acting like this woman really did actually call this FBI agent on their personal cell phone.
It wasn't even 45 seconds after I hung up with the receptionist. Frank called me. I said, Frank, man, you done scared me. No. Okay, it wasn't like that.
I don't believe it was like that at all, because I don't think it happened.
No. Immediately, he said, you are not in trouble. And I was like, oh my God, what did I do?
Well, he just said you're not in trouble, according to you, so nothing.
Turns out, y'all, the FBI is actually on my side.
She's got the FBI in her corner, y'all. She's got, watch out, haters. The FBI is on Amberlynn'S side.
I never thought that, like, cops or the FBI even remotely would care about some YouTuber online. Turns out that a lot of people reported that very comment that I saw.
Reported it to the FBI?
And I guess they reported it to, like, authorities, like, even higher than, like, just reporting it to YouTube. The FBI ended up seeing it. Like, Frank was like, oh my God, like, complimenting me on my following and stuff. But guess what?
Girl, you if you wanted to add an extra layer of me not believing you, it's an FBI agent complimenting you on your YouTube following. Get out of here. Bessie, get the fuck out. Get out of here.
So they took that comment very seriously. They did a whole IP address, like, tracked him. Oop. Okay, I'm not going to say who the person is that left that comment, but it is a guy. And I know his full name.
Good for you, bestie.
I know where he lives.
I feel like this is her trying to just, like, scare the haters or something. I feel like this is just her trying to scare some haters. Like, I don't believe this shit actually at all. I think what realistically could happen is there have been many times on the internet where I've seen that, like, local police check in on rando YouTubers. Like, it's not like Amberlynn has millions of subscribers, okay? And even if there were a YouTuber with millions of subscribers who people were concerned about, I still believe it would be local authorities that would check in. It wouldn't be the fucking FBI. Okay, hi, it's me, Editing Zach, and one thing as I've been editing that I've really been thinking about is how right before I went on this little rant about how the FBI wouldn't actually, like, why would it be the FBI, not the local authorities? Right before I did that, she said this thing about how she knows his name, where he lives, whoever, whatever, that he was IP tracked by the FBI. So you're telling me that the FBI could figure out where this man lives, but they couldn't figure out where you, Amberlynn Reed, lives? They couldn't figure out where you lived? You're telling me that they had to go find your ex's sister to get her to DM you on Instagram, but they could find where this man lived? Girl, I'm so annoyed. I don't normally, like, do this edit of reactions to give you thoughts after the fact, but I'm annoyed. I'm so annoyed.
They were, like, worried for me. They were like, do you know this guy? I said, nope, never heard of him. I don't know. I think it's pretty neat that, like, if there is, like, a fear that I have from a YouTube comment or a message, Frank is there. He said, call me anytime. If you ever feel threatened or anything like that.
The scare tactics.
I've never talked to the FBI before.
The scare tactics.
Like, literally the craziest thing. Like, they were really, truly worried about my safety. And I don't know. I felt
allegedly, yeah, that's what the police are supposed to do, allegedly. Okay. Like,
I just had to share that with you guys.
You just had to. It happened in October, mind you, but she just had to share it with us. This happened literally in October, and she just had to share it with us. You just had to share it with us that you sat on it for 6 months, bestie.
I don't know. I think I'm just like really overly grateful. Like when it happened, this happened like, I know it's been like over a month. Maybe 2 months. I don't really know.
Did she not just say that it happened in October? Did she not just say that at the beginning of this story, at the beginning of this video, that back in October, she was scrolling through comments and she found one that scared her, and it was moments later that her ex's sister DM'd her on Instagram? Am I living in did I misunderstand that? I mean, I'm sure y'all will let me know in the comments if I did misunderstand that, but that's it. That's it. This shit is really not adding up today. I don't get it. I don't buy it. I'm not picking up what she's putting down.
When it happened, I was so scared at the beginning. I was like, oh my God, what did I do? Like, what did I do? But it turns out I didn't do anything. They were actually just there for me. I don't know. Shrimpy. The shrimp tastes amazing. But I very much am a texture person. And the texture of shrimp, I have slowly realized that I'm hating it more and more. So, like, here's another
So don't eat it.
I have a few pieces, and that's, like, it.
So don't eat it.
It just makes me feel sick.
Nobody said you had to fucking eat shrimp. I don't like the texture of shrimp either, and you know what? I don't eat it. I just don't eat it. And also, do you not remember when this woman sat down and earnestly ate half a platter of, like, shrimp cocktail? Do you all not remember that? I feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone today.
Behind the scenes, I'm trying to really do some stuff.
Like what? Like what? Like what?
You'll see. If it falls through, you'll see.
Let's see, bestie. Let's see. I'm ready.
Falls through.
Is it just gonna be more mukbangs? Is it just gonna be more Bed Bath & Beyond? Not Bed Bath & Beyond. Bath & Body Works hauls.
Wait. Does falls through mean it doesn't happen or does happen?
Not
falls
this.
Through.
Not this.
I don't know.
Not playing dumb. Not playing dumb right now, girl. No. What we're not gonna do.
If it does happen, you guys will definitely know about it.
Okay.
Leaning towards a yes.
I want to see it.
It's just something I've always wanted to do, and I think it's gonna happen, and I'm so excited.
Are you gonna move to Seattle? What could it be? Are you planning a trip to Cuba right now? Because honestly, that would be entertaining. I would like to see you in Cuba with Little Miss Chantal, Marie Chantal Show, Foodie Booty, Big Beautiful Me, whoever, whatever.
That's how much is still left.
Y'all, not gonna lie, for like the past, I don't know, 3-4 minutes of this video, I've just been dissociating. So you probably didn't see all of it because it's just like, what actually really did I just watch? Like, what actually did I really just watch?
A lot. And look how cute this fork is. Look how long the handle is. We got new silverware.
Oh my gosh.
The best silverware I've ever seen in my life.
It's so good.
Alright, now I have to clean off my table. Thank you guys so much for having lunch with me. I truly, truly enjoy it.
No problem. No problem.
Mukbang, when I had those pot stickers, that was my lunch as well. I feel like most of my mukbangs will be lunch-esque. But we'll see.
What does it matter? What does it matter? What does it matter if that was lunch, dinner, breakfast? Like, what does it matter to me? I'm watching this at 11 a.m. on a Wednesday morning. Like, the fuck do I care?
I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
I mean, honestly, truly, y'all. Honestly, truly. If she hadn't put that fucking stupid ass lie of a FBI story, I mean, allegedly a lie of a story into this video. That would have been dry as hell. But thank you to Rebecca, who repeatedly begged me on Twitch to watch this, because I do love to just react to her ridiculous shit that's not adding up, because not a single lick of that made sense to me. Not a single lick. And I'm not going to reiterate because I already said it 1,200 times, but that was just truly such a bullshit story. Truly such a bullshit story. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed and loved and laughed along with this video. I don't know how I'm ending this video today. It's a little off. But if this is your first time on my channel, make sure to subscribe down below and hit the bell button so you get notifications every single time I post a new video. Also, make sure to leave me a comment, hit like, click share, and follow me on all of my social media. I had so much fun with you all today. I hope you did too, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!